Earthshaker. And also the Jerax
Jerax as well.
Yep.
Every single player who used the possession for Earthshaker was fun to watch during the TI.
Fun to watch indeed. And we might see, and by the way, let's see if Poseidon Esports will win the series with a 2-0 sweep against Sterling Global Dragons, or will it be Sterling Global Dragons forcing a Game 3 in our last series for tonight?
Draft-wise, I actually like Sterling Global Dragons lineup. It's a very steady lineup that peaks at a very early time, 20-30 minutes. They can just go run at the lineup of Poseidon. Well, Poseidon, they scale better in the late game, but Luna needs a lot more time than the Gyro, especially with the IO empowering him.
And also keeping an eye on this magic missile. They have a very good lane composition. They have the Vengeful Spirit aura and also the Miranas. We've seen how Mirana scaled earlier in the first game of the series, and which is really good. So I think the game is already up. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We have on our Radiant side, we have Shanks playing Io, Tino on his gyrocopter, Dot on his Lina, Luciano playing Tiny, and Januel on his Bane, and they are the SG Dragons.
On the side of the Dire, that is Urek on the Vengeful Spirit, Tet on that Earthshaker, Killua on that Luna, China, Poseidon on that Templar Assassin, and Ryu on that Mirana, and that they are the Poseidon Esports.
So, do you think that we will go for a Game 3, or would it possibly a close down 2-0 against SG Dragons?
I mean, much like the last game, it all depends on how soon the SG Dragon lineup
takes off. Yeah.
I mean, yes, the Lina scales pretty well into the late game, but compared to a Templar Assassin and a Luna, she's not going to be able to survive very effectively against that lineup. Templar Assassin, if she gets ahead, she can just burst down that Lina every single time.
And the thing is, this combination from Io and Gyrocopter is also a force to reckon with when it comes to scaling in the late game. That talents of Io, he can pick up the Aghanim Scepter buff, or he can also get the extra attack at the same time. It really depends on the target that that is currently tethered with, which is also a good combination with Io and Tiny, and Gyrocopter and Io.
Io wants to get that level 10 as soon as possible. Very key talent on the hero, the plus 25% XP talent. Make sure he or she or it gets that level 25 talent right away.
Yep. And once you got that talent, all of the tomes of knowledge, you will just go to Io. So it depends.
That is the ideal setup. But sometimes you also want Bane to at least get the first one, because his level 6 Fiend's Grip, you want to use it right away, and it almost always guarantees a kill. Unfortunately, on the side of Poseidon, they have so many ways of canceling that Fiend's Grip.
They have the Fissure, they have the Swap, the Magic Missile, that is not enough, and
the Arrow
as well. So it's quite okay. But looking at the lane matchups, on the mid lane, we have Lina against this Templar Assassin. They said that the one who picks the or who took the range creep first will have an edge on this lane matchup. While on the top lane, we have Luciano on Tiny and Januel manning up against Urek on his Vengeful Spirit, and they will also be played by Killua on his Luna. Almost 50% HP, 60% HP being missing on this Vengeful Spirit. While on the bottom lane, we have Io and Gyrocopter talking about that nice Fissure stun, and Enryu with the leap charges. They're trying to focus on Shanks. Shanks quite close with that Fissure, and he tried to run away, but that will be the first blood being taken by Poseidon Esports.
Oh, nice tonight. Even went for the Dragon Slave just to get that last hit. Well worth it. Whenever you can secure a ranged creep with your spell, you go for it. No questions asked.
No questions asked, because the experience that you can take from that range creep will really give you an edge when it comes to this 1v1 matchup. But Tino at the moment is already level 2. And this Io and Gyrocopter, we've seen how they can micro this game out. And, well, as long as they can take off earlier on the side of SG Dragons, it will be difficult for them to lane against this kind of duo. And I really thought that it will be a Vengeful Spirit plus a Mirana.
Yeah, because of the stun setup. But Bane falling pretty low here. Lucent Beam did connect, will be up in quite a few, but one hit not actually going to be enough. Bane, unnaturally high strength for an hero.
Indeed. Well, he's the only hero who have the same stats.
Yeah, equal
Strength,
throughout.
intelligence, and also agility.
Very interesting.
Well, that's one of my favorite heroes before.
Bane.
You know, Bane. And it's really annoying if you're going to play it as a carry hero. I've tried it before. Well, the sleep, it's where, since the recent change where you can attack an enemy hero, whether he, if that hero is asleep, so that's really good. Mask of Madness build, but we're not going to see that kind of build
I
here.
doubt it. I highly doubt it. Unless SG Dragons want to go home. 0-2.
Our nice LSA stun is trying to kick it. Oh, the side blades!
Lina has to be very careful. That was one more
nice
hit.
Position.
Self is actually not going to be ferried out just quite yet since it was used by Gyrocopter in the bottom lane.
Oh my goodness. Arcane Rune. And he might go for the bottle charge for Lina. And as you can see, it's really difficult for them to lane against this Bane. He's trying to control the lane equilibrium by recently annoying this, or at least pulling the creep wave away from that
he's
siege.
manning up. I think they have the kill. Yes, they do.
Yep.
Shadow gets on the board with that quick avalanche toss combination.
That will be a 172 gold being taken out, or being given out to Luciano. 3 minutes and 30 seconds at the moment.
Ooh, smoke being picked up by Bane, so I wonder what he plans on doing with this smoke.
Around 4 minutes, maybe he can go and kill the mid lane. Since they have a very good setup. Nightmare into an LSA combination. So it is possible.
If they manage to get him before he pops the refraction, they have a good chance. But if it's before, no way they're getting that kill.
Well, they can possibly break the refraction charges as early as that, because he can also attack while he's asleep.
The side blade play.
Oh my goodness. He even tried to deny.
Already look at that. Almost double the last hits as the Templar Assassin ahead of the Lina. It just goes to show how much of an advantage. Especially with the low base attack time of Lina, it takes her a while to wind up the attack, so Templar Assassin can just line it up.
See, the attack animation of that Lina. And that's one of the reasons why I rarely use Lina as my hero. Well, that attack animation, man. You need to get that poisonous fiery soul first, and also spam your skills for you to last it properly. Oh, Nightmare.
Sleep switching up. A true support player. Vengeful Spirit.
True support player, but you know, with level 4, he's spamming the Rocket Barrage, almost 50% HP, and here comes Io with the Shanks, the Souls, rather the Spirits, and still, Tino will secure that kill for 162 against Tet, and it's beside an early lead here for SG Dragons.
50 gold on the homing missile.
Well, every gold counts.
Yep.
For
it's basically a range creep in the value, and blocking up the catapult over here. We'll be able to get that high ground advantage, but the Templar Assassin traps are already in position. So if Lina walks a bit forward, she might get killed. And there we go. Sentries have been placed down. 25
he
gold.
Have mana, so he will pop that clarity.
It's such a big deal that they improved the gold bounty on those psionic traps. Before it was just 1 gold.
Yeah, 1 gold. Oh, the sleep, the follow-up, and into an avalanche toss combo. He even took the Nightmare for this Vengeful Spirit. It might buy him some time. However, the Kahlua is quite slow. Luciano. Oh my goodness, Magic Missile. Tiny will be punished. Overextending inside the tier 1 tower. And it's time for Januel to run away. But it's a Psionic Trap into a Clarity. Oh, the melt into an LSA. It will buy him some time to run away. It will respond.
Oh, he has to be careful, Wisp.
Tiny. It's Tiny who TP'd back. It's going to take a lot of tower shots right there, but what a nice response for SG Dragons. Saving the life of their Lina.
Good enough rotation. If that actually ended up a bit faster, that TP, I think Lina would have died because Lanaya could have lined up that side blade hit.
Perfectly. And, well, if you're a Lanaya player, you need to make sure that your positioning is really good. And based on what happened earlier in the first few minutes, I can tell that this Lanaya or this...
I'm just schooling really the Lina. Earlier, it was the other way around. It was Dot who was schooling in the mid laner of Poseidon. Now it's sweet revenge.
But a different
one game
scenario than our game 1.
I mean, I can totally understand if they are quite tilted after that last game from SG Dragons because they had that.
Yeah.
They had that.
I really thought that they're going to end the game around 20 minutes since they're able to take that.
They were so ahead.
Thinker. Yeah, they're way too ahead with at least 27 or 20k net worth lead for the first 10 minutes. So that's spectacular. 7 minutes and 242 at the moment. When it comes to net worth, well, we have Gyrocopter leading the way with 3,400. We're talking about Gyrocopter.
Oh, the nice Fisher block. Lovely.
And that will respond to 3-man group up on this bottom lane.
That was
down this Gyrocopter.
That was perfect timing. Ayo was going for that pull and they knew. For some reason, they knew that Ayo wasn't there.
Okay, well,
oh, the trap. Oh, but he's not gonna go for an instant TP out. So Lina will have to do the walk of shame.
And before, well, the Psionic traps doesn't have any damage, right? So, well, I think this Templar Assassin is really good in this patch. I really hope that it won't be nerfed. Because I'm practicing Templar Assassin. I'm improving my Templar Assassin as well.
She's a lane dominator. That's why she's so good right now. You know, lane dominators, they are the pick of the meta.
Indeed.
I know, and the mere fact that her side blades do pure damage depending on the damage that she does on a creep which have
low armor.
So it doesn't matter who you're laning up against.
But 4 points in this refraction right now, level 8 at the moment. Fisher, Flak Cannon, they're trying to focus on. Oh my goodness, the Spirits.
Oh, the turnaround.
Almost hitting Enryu here and doesn't have any leap charges now, but Shanks will be the one's going to secure that kill. General will force a rotation. Oh, game is paused. Tiny got disconnected. But
staying alive.
Earthshaker, he's trying to TP right now.
The IO are kind of staying alive whenever he gets a kill. So adorable.
Yeah, so adorable. And also his chat wheel. You know, it's only beep bops.
Yeah, beeps, yeah.
Angry beep bops, so you'll see it right there.
And while Phoenix has like squeaking, angry squeaks, triumphant squeaks, something like that.
Okay, 8.
Oh, they got Nightmare with the vision from the call down. Lovely link up from the SG Dragon players.
Well played. I think that that time right there, that enough time right there. They talked about use your call down to get the vision and then use the Nightmare afterwards. I think they knew that Earthshaker is already TPing in.
Gonna go for the TP out. It's the only way he was gonna survive.
But let's see here, 3,700. Top 2 we have Templar Assassin. Well, Templar Assassin is one of those heroes who can also jungle camps. As long as there's stacks, especially on the Ancients, he can take it easily, use the side blades in his favor, or in her favor.
She gets so much value from the Blightstone as well. Just the flash farm potential is so great.
Indeed. Okay, so
thinking about going for the Lina.
If he can catch that Lina off guard. But the thing is, he needs to position himself carefully because
the Moonlight Shadow. Earthshaker will be able to walk right up. Fisher, not quite there.
End of the Fisher. LSA is also there, but Poseidon will still get that kill. Oh, the Templar Assassin might go down here. Moonlight Shadow is still active. He will pop that shrine. The dust is also available. And that will be another kill. Just in the nick of time after that relocate.
Instant relocate after they saw the Moonlight Shadow pop. Good thing. Good call. Eclipse.
He ate all of those Eclipse charges. Killua still looking for Luciano. Luciano juking his way out inside the tree lines.
Oh, toss away.
Toss. Oh my goodness. But Urek is buying a lot of time here. And that vision from the Wave of Terror should be enough for them to take down.
SG Dragon not doing too well in their lanes this time around.
Maybe they're quite tilted on what happened earlier.
Understandably slow.
Yeah. But it's just how they need to check out their timings and scaling up these heroes. They need to talking about that Nightmare into LSA Laguna Blade.
Templar Assassin wants revenge.
Shaker.
The traps have been set, but the high ground is not really gonna go for it. Too risky.
Io is also there, man.
Too risky.
He can't risk his position for a 25% miss chance on the high ground. So it's wise for him to go back.
And he knows he's ahead of the Lina right now, so nothing easy.
65, less than 1k. And this is what I'm talking
Look
about.
at the Vengeance Aura and the Lunar Blessing. Lunar Blessing. There you go.
Lunar Blessing really gives him a lot of attack damage, and they will both go Shrine together, or maybe not. Or Killua will be the... Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
just
he
go
will
for the
stack
stack. Let's just go for the stack first.
Clear out the stacks. This is how we play the game since the
There's
tier 1 tower has been destroyed.
Oh, nice one. Going for the double stack. The value of that Vengeful Spirit.
Wave of...
Lovely link up.
He will just go back. TP out for this Mirana. Oh, but the Nightmare is there. Luciano, he took the 3 first into a recall, or rather a relocate from this Io. 8 seconds. Luna will go down.
And they're gonna farm the stack for themselves.
Thank you so much. But here comes a return.
No, Januel, Left 4 Dead. That's just the pain.
Right.
We'll take it.
He will take it. You want to take our stacks? I will take your life, says Poseidon, or this Templar Assassin rather.
But that is heavy commitment from the side of Poseidon just to go for that. And now, the Gyrocopter will have 2 to 3 waves of easy farming for him. And Bane in a DC for quite a bit.
And that's the reason why this Io and Gyrocopter is really good in this meta right now, because well, you will bring a hero +1. It will give you, or it will give your core hero +1 kill on their scoreboard. And with this kind of build, the Drums of Endurance into Face Boots, you can easily close the gap and make sure that Rocket Barrage will hit.
That Earthshaker, I have double damage. I'm gonna take this last hit.
Will not give it to Mirana. Alright, so after pushing the creep wave, he will try to take some stacks here, some neutral camps. The efficiency from this Lina.
And very non-greedy build once again for Tino, going for a BKB right after that Drums of Endurance. You know SG wanna finish this early again.
Yep. And that's one of the reasons why he...
Oh, the missile! He's gonna connect.
He did not anticipate that.
Yeah,
and that'll be another kill.
He's gonna have some beef tonight.
Yummy, yummy beef for this Gyrocopter. 261 gold will be given out to him. 8 to 6 at the moment, less than 1k net worth advantage into the side of SG Dragons. It's not that far since we've seen how Poseidon Esports played their game earlier in our game 1.
Well, at least now, SG, their high ground isn't as good as the last one. Yes, they still have the Echo Slam, which can turn things around very quickly for them.
Indeed.
But with no more Tinker, it's significantly easier.
Yeah, but also on the side of Poseidon Esports, rather, they have well, a lot of stun. They have the Arrow, Magic Missile, Fisher, the Echo Slam, and also when it comes to scaling late game, they have Luna.
Yep.
Which is really good when it comes to taking objectives quite easily. If you leave this Luna alone for at least 3 minutes, possibly a tier 1 tower and a tier 2 tower has been taken out already.
And Luna can shred each and every core on the side of SG Dragons. Lina, Tiny, Gyro, not the highest base armors in the game.
Yep. So they need to play carefully with this Lina. They need to camp their jungle. As you can see, that this is what they're doing right now. Or well, they're trying to apply some pressure rather. But Tino,
they want to wait for a relocate play once again. Since you see the Tiny, they're trying to make for a play, but a smoke here from Poseidon. They might spot out the Lina though.
Oh, but he does have the Yule Scepter already.
And the Spider Senses are tingling.
Yep, Spider Senses is tingling. Luciano and Jamuel even popping that Moonlight Shadow, looking for a kill here. He saw Luciano. Luciano just blink out in the high ground. The Magic Missile, but the Avalanche, he used it already into a toss. Here comes the relocate. And Tino is also there with the Black Cannon. Nice Fisher trying to buy some time for Henry to run away, but the homing missile is catching his tail, and that Spirit will catch that Mirana. 2-for-1 exchange, and wait a minute, Lina is also there. He's trying to
but
pop
the Max Ionic Trap
Max Ionic Trap is also there. Echo, or rather the
deleted
Eclipse.
The Luna. Also
he took down the Lina. Oh my goodness. That's a blink dagger on the Templar Assassin.
Very close to his Desolator as well.
Yep. Just, well, he can buy that one Mithril Hammer right there. Oh,
Fiend's
the grip. But the refraction is still there. However, he can try to use it again. But with this follow-up from Enryu, he might be able to take down the Meld, the Nightmare, and a counterplay from this Gyrocopter and Shanks, deleting this Templar Assassin and also saving his Janual's life. 12-8. Oh my goodness! And what a fight! Left and right. After taking out this Templar Assassin, you're also able to make a counter kill in this Tiny. 25 seconds on the sidelines. But you see how they respond on this kind of engagement.
That was such a big kill on the Lanaya, just slowing down her Desolator. Because usually whenever I see like the Western Lanayas go for a Templar Assassin, they always go for the Desolator first before that. The Blink Dagger, because without the Desolator, you really don't have that much burst potential. If she had the Desolator there, that would have been a kill. Yeah. But since that was just the Blightstone,
it's the damage is not that.
It turned around very badly for her. So.
And talking about armor reduction, they have Wave Terror and Desolator plus the Melt. So they need to play carefully, especially for this IO, because this Templar Assassin can easily close the gap with this Blink Dagger.
Exactly.
But they have a lot of sustain though. Or, at least disable on the side of SG Dragons. So you really need to keep an eye on his positioning.
Desolator, 700 gold. So, probably will just take a few more minutes. Maybe 19 minutes. He'll have that Desolator for sure. Dagger also very close for Earthshaker, so the power spike for Poseidon about to get really, really scary.
Indeed, man.
The Blacking Bar, fortunately for Gyrocopter, has been picked up. But it depends how good his reflexes are against that Echo Slam initiation.
Well, you need to keep an eye on that one.
Because it's instant. I mean, the bots did it. Like, whenever there was an Echo Slam initiation, they always had the BKB ready.
Yeah. Oh, the call, the LSA. This is a 5-man assault into a Nightmare. He will go down possibly with the Laguna Blade. He's trying to go out inside the tree lines, but the call down is also there. One more hit from Lina, and that will do the trick. 222 Flak Cannon, removing those creep wave, and they want to end the game right here, right now. Tier 1 tower is now being sieged at. They're not going anywhere. They can go for another Tier 2 tower, and I think that's the thing to do. No, maybe they will defend the Tier 2 tower or the Tier 1 tower in the bottom lane with the Yule Scepter into an LSA connection.
On point.
To relocate, and here comes the Gyrocopter and IO. Okay, where's the vision? Do they have vision? LSA will also connect into a homing missile. It will switch into that neutral camps and poor neutral camps, right?
I like what Gyro did. He just broke the tether, went back to farming.
Yep, went back to farming. And
you got this, guys. You got this. I'm just gonna go farm.
Well, efficiency as it's.
He's 2,000 gold ahead of the Luna right now, so.
And this is what you want if you're playing a Gyrocopter. As long as you can get your core items, and with the Flak Cannon and with this overcharge from IO, it's really easy for you to take all of those resources.
Gyro has been nerfed over and over again, but still a very effective hero in the right circumstances.
Well, one of the nerfs, because I'm spamming Gyrocopter before with that +3 Flak Cannon, it has been changed to
the rocket barrage damage, which I think is still. No, wait.
The
plus 0.5 homing second stun. There you go, yeah.
So, you will be forced to put a point on your rocket barrage instead of the stun duration.
But thanks to the IO, if you have an IO on your team, you don't really feel the nerf.
Oh, Echo Slam into a fissure. Eclipse will also connect. Nice hold down from this Fiend's Grip rather, but no chance for him to use his BKB.
Yeah, we were talking about the reflexes earlier.
Oh my goodness. The Psionic Trap slow. Okay, the Nightmare will try to save his life for a few seconds. However, the damage is still there. The Side Blades.
There we go.
From Templar Assassin.
The power spike of Poseidon.
Yep. This is what I'm talking about. The power spikes. You need to play carefully. This is a Luna build.
Ooh, 20 seconds without the Gyro. This could be a tower.
Yep, they can take down this tower. And this Lina is not that... he needs to get those items first.
Okay, 45 coming out. But Lina being zoned out by that Psionic Trap. Lovely little play from the Templar Assassin. That will be enough. Forcing everyone back. That is enough of a win.
That's correct. And also, it will be a free space on the top.
And Desolator now up on the Lunaya, so that could be the Roshan play.
They can take Roshan.
For Poseidon. I mean, they have so much magic. Physical armor reduction.
Yeah. The Wave of Terror as well. Maybe they're just waiting for their ultimate, especially for this Earthshaker and also this Eclipse. You've seen how much they can dish out from that.
Ooh, Luciano, he's gonna spot it out, but it's gonna be the other way around. The Avalanche does come in and relocate as well.
Oh, the call down and the toss! And Poseidon here will go down. You want to man fight? Here I am. And plus and also the Io and the Gyrocopter relocation. It will bring down 2 allied heroes from that fight, and that's a Templar's assassin being controlled 38 seconds on the sidelines.
And it's gonna be SG Dragon. I think they want to go for the Roshan themselves because they know if they allow Poseidon to have a bit of space, they are the superior Roshan taking lineup.
Yeah. So they decided to take it well, other than Poseidon taking it right there, but Luciano with the Shadow Blade lurking inside the tree lines there, looking like a beast hunting for a prey. But Mirana, he sensed that Tiny is missing.
Arrow, not gonna clip anyone. Tiny also moving to the side just to ensure that it doesn't hit.
Nice spider senses though. It doesn't have any vision from that from that side of the of the map right there.
Does Tiny's hitbox actually increase with growth?
I don't think so. Because
it's all visual.
That's an issue with Dota 1 before, since the box of Tiny is really slow, and it's really difficult for you to hit on Dota 1 on the Warcraft edition. So that's one of the, and also Trend Protector as far as I remember. But here in Dota 2, I think the hitbox will still be the same. But talking about hitboxes, this this tier 2 towers being taken out by Tino in this Io.
And the Aghanim Scepter boost is there from the Io as well, so you get that extra attack.
Oh, the side gunner.
Yeah, the side gunner. It's such a good boost for the Gyrocopter.
And that's one of the reasons why this Io and Gyrocopter is really good together. Giving that additional attack will really boost up the damage on this Tino. And also pick up a Maelstrom? Oh, it's because of the side gunner. Because it does have a different...
It's actually very valuable on the Maelstrom because it also procs. Has a chance to proc from the side gunner. So you're basically doubling up the
proc chances of that Maelstrom. Oh my goodness. But Tino here, still camping on the top lane. While the bottom lane, tier 2 tower has been pushed earlier. But they're looking for more objective. As you can see, when it comes to SG Dragons, they're camping up the top lane, messing up or securing the jungle area of Poseidon Esports.
Oh, Io already has Pipe of Insight. Pretty farmed this Io, actually a higher level than his Gyrocopter partner, just because of that talent.
Level 16 on Io already, 15 on Gyrocopter, and he will go for Satanic.
There we go.
Satanic.
Io, the loyal friend, following his Gyro wherever he may go.
I'll be there wherever you go, says Io.
Because whenever your partner leaves you, you feel so vulnerable because you don't have boots.
Yeah.
So you're just walking around.
Just walking around because the movement speed of Gyrocopter is really good with this.
See, he's not even stopping. Like, come on, wait for me, wait for me. And he might even use the face boots.
Yeah, he even used the face boots, man. So, well, I think he's just waiting for opportunity, just like this kind of gangs right here.
But they're gonna see the Io.
He body blocked. Oh, he's trying to question himself. Why can't I move away from that tree line? Because this vengeful spirit is there. Are they ready for round 2? It will call.
Oh, perfect arrow.
Oh my goodness. The burst damage from this Templar Assassin, 50 seconds on the sidelines for this Gyrocopter. 3 heroes down. 3-4-0 exchange in favor of the Poseidon Esports. They might be able to siege this tier 3 high ground since the rest of their teammates is still camping the top lane. No, you want to camp our jungle area? We will take your tier 3 tower. You're just waiting for a creep, a creep wave.
Which is kind of far away, so
yeah,
quite unfortunate for the side of Poseidon, but very happy with that 4-4-0, including the Aegis on the Gyrocopter.
Oh yeah, the Aegis of Mortal, yeah. And well, what a nice arrow for them to lock down.
Yeah,
this,
the perfect arrow. The arrow was slightly ahead, but as long as it clips you, it will still connect.
Even the tail.
Even the tail, yes.
Or the feathers of that arrow, if you know what I mean.
It doesn't make sense, but yeah, that is true. You get stunned if you get hit by the feathers.
If you got hit by the feathers,
screw logic. Am I right, Bob?
16-16 at the moment. 2K Network lead in favor of Poseidon Esports. 26 minutes in, and well, it feels like this. We might see a rundown 2-0 for Poseidon Esports
Could be if they keep it up. Yes, Luna outscales Gyrocopter by quite a bit.
When it comes to farming, well, he doesn't need IO, or well, he can just farm those ancients easily with those glaives, and he can also take down the towers.
Shaker going for a Shadow Blade, not going for that Aghanim Scepter. Someone didn't watch Skye.
Well, maybe there's might be a surprise play here from this Earthshaker, since they don't have any control. Well, the only thing that you need to avoid is this nightmare or this Fiend's grip from SG Dragons. And if you can sneak in a very good position, you can go in with the Blink Dagger and then go out with the Shadow Blade.
Black King Bar also picked up by Templar Assassin, so really, Poseidon, they're ready to fight.
They're ready to fight.
If SG Dragons make a misplay here, this could be insurmountable.
Yep.
For the side of SG Dragons.
Quite risky what they're doing right now, because all of the it's still on cooldown. There we go. So the Eclipse is already on cooldown, and that's a ghost signal. MLS will be used. Oh, the melt damage! LSA has also been committed. What a nice swap. But again, both of them will die. BKB has been popped. Flak cannon in the back lines. Kilua, oh my goodness. LSA, what a nice kill here.
All around.
Skirmishes. Oh my goodness, Gyrocopter might go down here. What a nice control from the toss. Up is Tiny. One more hit and he will go down. Double kill for Luciano. SGD trying to micro his way out. Sentry Ward has been placed, but just at the nick of time. With that boost of movement speed from Lina, he's able to run away. But the damage has been done.
Oh, he's alone.
Oh my goodness, man. Urek, why are you even there?
It's gonna be a dieback.
That's a dieback. But no buybacks at all for this.
There we go. Wards win games. They had the superior vision, and you take that fight with ease.
Indeed. Wards wins games, and that's one of the best things. Well, because I'm playing support, and this is one of the things that is. It's like a mini game, a game inside a game.
Yep.
For support, it's a mini game that you need to do ward, play with the map.
It's a mind game against the other support, basically.
It really depends how good you are, and with that ward right there, it gives them the edge for them to take down 4 heroes on the side of Poseidon Esports.
Did Templar Assassin get to use his BKB earlier?
I think he did. No, he did not, because he got swapped by Vengeful Spirit, but again, still the flak cannon damage from that Gyrocopter. And it's not really worth it for him to pop that BKB
when you're at such low HP, and that's the 10-second BKB also.
And well, he got caught. That's the thing.
I mean, Admiral Bulldog said that if you have a BKB and you want to blink initiate, cast the BKB before
you blink.
Not the other way around. No one has godlike reflexes like Bulldog. That's what he said.
Like Bulldog. Well,
only
that's,
he says only I can do that.
Well, that's casual Bulldog for you. And well, sadly, Admiral Bulldog did not went to Vancouver. Maybe next year.
In China, he was in the China Super Major, so he has a pretty good chance.
And I think that's one of the reasons, or one of the factors why Valve
just for Bulldog. Just for Bulldog.
Well, even Gabe and
maybe for the Filipino broadcast team.
Yeah. Filipino broadcast, man.
This is gonna make it easier finally. Maybe we'll have a Trove Carafe.
Oh yeah, especially that Trove Carafe, man. Well, I really wish to get that a chance at least one time to have my name will be there.
Yeah, that would be so cool. And just buy
I did not expect for just in case my name will be on that list for the Trove Carafe. I did not expect to someone will buy it, but that opportunity.
Because basically, if you buy your own Trove Carafe, some of it will go back to you.
Well, some of it will go back to you, so it's like a free item. But
with your name on it,
and spam it. But as far as I remembered, if you're part of the list of the Trove Cafe, there's an exclusive Trove Cafe for you, which is the owner itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
Quite difficult. Which is unique from the ones that is being sold in the market.
Ooh, okay.
But going back to the game, 21-19, 3K network advantage still on the side of Poseidon Esports, even though they've somehow quite in a disadvantaged position earlier and from that last team fight. Their heroes is still still the heroes that they have right here. The Luna, or rather the Luna, and also the Templar Assassin. They can easily come back. And as you can see, even though they've lose the fight, there's still a 3K advantage.
They found Mirana, recall is there, Laguna as well. These just pops.
Goodness. You see how much damage this double damaged Lina can dish out.
Satanic now up on the gyrocopter. We'll be going for a butterfly, and then after the butterfly, that is Divine Rapier territory.
Yeah, Divine. I think they need to get that Divine Rapier ASAP, because as long as this Luna is alive, it will be difficult.
The smoke. They want to contest buyback. It's also available.
Poseidon with the Echo Slam inside the rush pit. BKB, but he will still go down. Shanks trying to juke his way out in the side of that rush pit, but BKB on Tino, the amount of damage that they can dish out. Luciano being controlled. 4 heroes still standing. 5-for-1 or 5-for-1 exchange with a buyback on this Lina. Lina is still alive though, but the illusion, LSA will connect, but Killua is still trying to chase. HGD trying to run away. Oh, the arrow, will it connect? The sidestep, almost.
What if she was clipped right as she wanted to go for the extra movement speed?
But maybe if, I think he saw the arrow already. But again, what a nice fight for Poseidon Esports. And
the Echo Slam was on
it only cost them 1 buyback on this Mirana.
And Ace in the hands of the Luna. More than happy with that.
Might be a big problem here. Tier 2 towers now being sieged at, and with that Desolator from that Templar Assassins lowering down the armor, lowering down the armor of that tower. My goodness, that might be a big problem. Tier 3 tower is now being sieged at. Tier 3 tower down. Shrines are now open. They need to force a glyph. They don't want to... oh, the glyphs taking down Januel. Oh my goodness, man. The nightmare is there. But Januel? LSA? But that's only an illusion.
The power of the glyphs.
Yep.
You know, once Luna destroys the tower, it's basically a free lane of racks.
Free lane of racks.
In most scenarios.
Because those glyphs are really annoying, man. If oh my goodness, man. Really difficult. So there's so they will claim their prize. Tier 2 tower's been taken. The shrine on the bottom lane, the side of Radiant team's been destroyed, and they need to play carefully now. The SG Dragons, they don't want to overcommit, and they need to think about their positions, because that Echo Slam inside the rush pit really gives an edge on the side of Poseidon, and that really gives him an opening. Well, for them to wreck down this lineup from SG Dragons. And they have the upper hand, in my opinion, for this for Poseidon Esports. They can take down any objectives at any moment with this double damage from Luna as well.
Ooh, Killua.
Oh my goodness!
Double damage. Butterfly
already up on Luna.
So gonna shred through the lineup.
Yep.
SG Dragons.
Especially those towers, man.
Okay.
Game is paused again.
This could be very well a Divine Rapier game for the gyrocopter.
Well, it's quite dangerous now, since
well, if you're playing from behind, I think.
Yeah,
Envy said it best. If you buy a Divine Rapier when you're playing from behind,
not when you're in not if you're in an advantage,
because you might actually just throw a buff. You know, if you buy Divine Rapier, you die, you lose the clash. But if you bought another item, you die, you still lose the clash. So what difference did it make?
What's the difference? So, and also, with the gyrocopter's flag cannon and the amount of attack speed that IO can give you, which is really good in my opinion. One of the best comeback items for this gyrocopter.
And with the IO as well, you know, later on you can just go for these relocates into the objectives. It's
they
fairly
can
safe.
go for that backdoor place if ever there's any opportunity to do so. It's not impossible.
Give Poseidon a taste of their own medicine from the last game.
That's right. But talking about high ground, this draft from SG Dragons is not that good. It will force them a lot of skills for them to defend. Flak Cannon, but yeah, LSA, they can try to go in, but the thing is, this Earthshaker. Because, in my opinion, one of the reasons why this Earthshaker is really good in this meta, because this meta is all about team fights. If you're not aware of the position of this Earthshaker, you can instantly lose the fight.
Plus the buff on the Echo Slam. That was such a sizable buff because like a couple of patches ago, no one was using that hero. And now with the buff, Echo Slams feel as explosive as they were before.
And also the Aghanim Scepter, you need to keep an eye. So it's like
it's an NBA All-Star.
Earthshaker is really mobile once you got that Aghanim Scepter.
Just jumping all around.
Anyway, you don't need to buy on a 4-staff.
Yes, you went for the Shadow Blade, not even thinking about the Aghanims, unfortunately.
Into a Yule Scepter, though.
Arrow, not gonna connect onto anyone. Bane running away for dear life.
But 8k net worth advantage, and also taking down. Well, they need to defend their top lane. Well, they're still looking for a rat potential here. Tiny pushing out the bottom lane. They're able to take down the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
Look how fast they push.
Give that the tier 2 tower in the top lane. That is the last tower standing on the side of SG Dragons.
Luciano just trying to shove out what lanes he can.
Since he knew that the rest of well, Poseidon Esports is on the top lane, and with that observer ward right there, he saw that the rest of Poseidon.
Now he's gonna run away. Trying. Not really seeing a lot around him, but Tiny gonna be wrapped around here.
Oh my goodness, Tiny might get caught here with a Fissure block into the burst damage from Poseidon. The Templar Assassin, the swap! Oh, people before to use BKB. Nice BKB out, but that's a BKB timer. And it will be on cooldown. So that's a good signal for Poseidon.
They can go for another play. Swap's cooldown isn't very long.
Yep.
It will be up in 30 seconds just after this wave of siege creeps.
Oh my goodness, and this is 2 siege creeps right here. And the glaives will just do its work. A buyback will be forced out in this Tiny. Cooldown will also be used, trying to control, at least force the Poseidon Esports back for a few seconds. But they're just waiting for a good opportunity. However, this Templar Assassin will TP back on the top lane, trying to push it out. And they're drawing a line, sending a message for this Templar Assassin to push the top lane.
So playing it safe this time around, Poseidon. Well, they did play it safe last time. They had such a safe draft. And now they show that they can also take it early.
And well, I think they do respect the things, well, the capability of SG Dragon, that they can easily burst down one enemy hero. And they're way too ahead. As you can see on the net worth, 25,000, almost 26,000 net worth lead for this Luna, and also 20k, almost 20,100, or 21,000 for this Templar Assassin right here, and 14k, almost 13k net worth lead
being reclaimed here, and that is the Satanic up on the Luna.
And SGD making some plays here.
They don't have vision though in that area, so this is gonna be a blind YOLO play.
Yep, quite risky, and well, they won't find anyone since the rest of well, Poseidon Esports just camping the top lane. We're looking for the opportunity to them to catch out a single target for SG Dragons. Alina going for a Daedalus. They need to get that raw damage.
Yeah. They can't just rely on the magic damage this late on.
And well, Satanic already on Tino. So, yeah, this Divine Rapier is the thing, or the item that they need to at least push back those wave of creeps right there, and also hit the back line, especially for the supports. But the problem is, if he got swapped by the Vengeful Spirit, it's over.
That is the problem. Especially once that Vengeful Spirit has that magic, that spell immunity piercing magic missile. But it's still a long way off though. So.
Yeah, but still, every time that he will swap, it